was a statement game. I mean, if there's ever a statement game, and Mike Vrabel in his early career here as the head coach of the New England Patriots, this was it. I mean, Buffalo, Super Bowl favorite. You know, right now, the only undefeated team as of yesterday. So, I mean, because of all of that, that was a fun game last night. And the Patriots, not only did they do some good things on the defense and stop the run and all that, but how could you not be excited for the Patriots and what Drake May did? I mean, Drake May did some Josh Allen stuff last night.
Patriots fans, this might be it. Official confirmation that you are back and back at the big boy table. Drake May is now confirmed as a legit rising star, and the offense is looking dangerous, and the defense is showing some classic Mike Vrabel grit. All the way from the locker room to the front office, things are firmly back on track. And yes, it may only be year one of the Mike Vrabel experience, but unlike many new head coaches around the league and even in this division, Vrabel has come in and has made the 2025 New England Patriots absolutely dangerous. Now, what's better than beating a division rival is beating that division rival with your resurgent sophomore quarterback and to hand them their first defeat of the season. Oh yes, and to make it a little bit sweeter, I think too, in beating that division rival, they did it on prime time on national TV. And that's exactly what happened in week 5 for the 2025 New England Patriots, giving Mike Vrabel the first signature win of his tenure. And yes, I know everybody believed that a bright future did lay ahead, but I'm not so sure anyone expected to see such strong returns this early. 42 points against Carolina in week 4 showed a very exciting upside, but you never want to put too much stock into a win over the Panthers. Nevertheless though, this brought the team to a 2-2 record, setting up a week 5 clash against the division bullies, the Buffalo Bills. And for this one, Sunday Night Football would be the platform giving New England their first taste of primetime action since week 3 of the 2024 campaign. Like, yes, as crazy as that sounds too, that's how irrelevant the Patriots have been these past few seasons. And what's crazy about that too is them not having played at all since week 3 of the 2024 season is that Drake May has actually never played in a primetime game either, so this would be his first taste of that kind of game. And look, needless to say, bro did not disappoint at all. Like, if you're a Patriots fan, you are probably well aware of how well he has been playing this season, as they know that he's completed at least 75% of his passes in each game between weeks 2 and 4, tossing 6 touchdowns over those 3 games. Not only that too, but they also know that he's been making impressive plays with both his arms and legs, but what about everybody else? And look, don't get me wrong, I know that most people probably aren't tuning into the Patriots because look, on Sunday, we all want to watch our favorite teams play. I'm sure you're watching your favorite team. And even if you're watching Red Zone or Sunday Ticket or whatever you're watching, sometimes they don't cut to the Patriots game and you don't really get to see what Drake May is doing and all the crazy stuff that he has been doing this season. But on Sunday night, that completely changed, and Drake May got to show the entire country what he was capable of doing. And yeah, bro is good at football. Of course, the pressure was on as an unbeaten Super Bowl favorite was waiting, and they were led by an MVP quarterback who May himself had been compared to. So yeah, that's one hell of an introduction to the limelight. And what did the young stud do? He absolutely balled out. In particular though, he balled out in the second half, completing 13 of his 14 passing attempts and producing points on 3 of the team's 4 second half drives. Sure, he may not have put up a passing touchdown on the day, but that shouldn't distract from what was a seriously impressive and mature performance from a sophomore quarterback in one of the most hostile environments he will ever have to face. The first example of this came halfway through the third quarter when bailing from the pocket and drifting all the way over to the right sideline. At the last moment, a casual flick of the wrist sent a laser downfield to Stephon Diggs to set the team up at the 4-yard line.
Man bottom of the screen, May rolling that way, pointing, throwing towards Diggs, who broke free, and he's got it at the 5! Stephon Diggs kept working, out of bounds at the 4. First things goal, New England. Watch all the loop-de-loop.
That example right there is the exact type of playmaking that is so special and so hard to come by when you're trying to get your franchise quarterback, and May just made it look so easy. Hell, for even Bills fans in the building, it likely reminded them of their own quarterback, with Josh Allen seemingly pulling off outrageous plays like this on a weekly basis. Unfortunately though, for those Bills fans, it looks like their division rivals may now have a quarterback who can join Allen in the superstar club. And while we're on the topic of just Josh Allen and all the crazy plays that he can do, let's fast forward to the final drive, or I should say the final Patriots drive of the game. With 2 minutes to go, the scores are tied and May needed to march his team into field goal range to try and set up the unlikeliest of wins, except disaster strikes on the first play of this drive.
Pressure lay at him, he gets rid of it, and it's caught. What a play to Diggs for the first down across the 4.
First and 10, a Bills defensive lineman has a free lane straight to May, reaching him almost as soon as he fakes the handoff to his running back. And look, for almost every other quarterback in the NFL, this is going to be a huge sack to set up 2nd and 20, reducing the Patriots' chance to win this game significantly. Instead though, somehow May palms off Daquan Jones, who is 320 pounds by the way, and manages to flick the ball to Stefon Diggs as he's falling. Like, again, these are plays that you would associate with guys like Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes, but it looks like Drake May is going to be in that same bucket as well. A few moments later then, a 2nd and 9 dart between zone coverage to Kayshon Boutte moved the team closer to field goal range. And then on 3rd and 5 with only a minute remaining, May showed off his maturity and game awareness to set up the all-important game-winning field goal.
On May, Boutte trying to get away from Bosa, does, takes the hit, gets back for no gain.
The Bills sent a ton of pressure, knowing that any loss of yardage would nudge the Patriots out of field goal range, and once again they broke through to get to May, but once again he shrugged off Joey Bosa and wrestled his way back to the line of scrimmage to give his kicker the best chance possible of piercing the uprights. Look, all in all, this was a very impressive drive from Drake May, and really we got to see how clutch the kid is. Alright guys, let's take a quick time out in today's video because I want to talk about today's sponsor, mybookie.ag. Really I want to talk about them because they are going to be the best place to bet all NFL season long. Whether you're throwing together a Sunday parlay, betting props on your favorite player, or testing your luck in the online casino, MyBookie has it all. NFL lines, live betting, blackjack, slots, it's your one-stop shop for everything football and fun. And personally, right now what they're running is one of my favorite promos. It's their bet back bonus. Basically, that means if your first sports bet loses, you get it right back. Like, that promo right there is one of the main reasons why I think you should go over there and check it out, because it's literally stress-free even if you do take an L on your first bet. It's super easy to sign up. Go to mybookie.ag or use code KRICH when you do register. That's KRICH to unlock your welcome bonus and the bet back promo. So if you're ready to make every game just a little more interesting, head over to mybookie.ag, use code KRICH, and start betting smarter this season. Like, from the intense pressures that he was facing on primetime football to even just being in front of the loud and hostile environment of all the Buffalo fans, May stay composed, and it was amazing and honestly just crazy to see too. And shout out to May too, because with that game sealing field goal too, he won me a bunch of money on Sunday. But sorry, back to the game. Everyone who tuned in to Sunday Night Football saw just how impressive this young quarterback is, from his jaw-dropping physical ability to his composure and maturity and understanding how to manage the clock in the dying moments. And now look, I think it's fair to say that the New England Patriots, they have found a superstar at the team's most needy position that they've been trying to fill since Mac Jones and even, of course, Tom Brady left the franchise. But that's the thing too. He wasn't the only standout performer on Sunday Night Football, and truthfully, this entire 2025 season, we have to talk about another amazing player that's been picked up by the Patriots. As we all know, one of the main reasons there were concerns about slotting May into the starting lineup as a rookie in 2024 was that there was essentially no talented playmakers to help him out. So over the offseason, the Patriots front office set about fixing that, and they brought in Stefon Diggs. While Diggs was one of the league's best wide receivers in his prime, this 31-year-old version of him coming off of a torn ACL wasn't exactly a risk-free route to go down. It was always going to take him a week or two to find his footing in a new system, and after a significant injury, it appears that he is now fully locked in. 101 yards against Carolina in week 4 was the first sign that he was back, before delivering a 146-yard performance against Buffalo that showed off a version of Stefon Diggs that many people probably didn't think was even possible or have seen since he played for Buffalo. He picked up 63 yards after the catch on Sunday Night Football, looking far shiftier than a 31-year-old wide receiver coming off of an ACL tear should look. He's still just as savvy as ever as a route runner, has great great hands and knows exactly where to place himself when Drake May is extending plays. Because for as good as Drake May was on their incredible long sideline completion in the third quarter, Diggs' ability to freestyle and break free from his defender was just as good as well. Not to mention the fact too that he then held on to a very tricky catch while remaining in bounds.
Found him on the tail end of this thing. Huge play. Huge.
And well, so far, it looks like the Patriots have selected the perfect guy to help Drake May in his development. Oh, also to continue with those comparisons with Josh Allen, I think we have to mention too, who is the wide receiver, if you could help me out in the comments section, that, you know, that helped Buffalo and helped essentially Josh Allen break out while he was in Buffalo too, if anybody can remember. Oh, that's right. Yeah, it was Stephon Diggs, if you guys don't remember. And now, yes, one of the main criticisms with bringing in the former Buffalo Bill into the building was his perception as a bit of a diva and what this could do to a young locker room and a young quarterback. Would Diggs be a problem if he wasn't getting targets, and would the inexperienced May feel the need to force the ball his way? And well, so far, not only is there no evidence of anything close to this, but Diggs actually appears to be behaving as the perfect teammate.
Lean on your brother. Play for your brother. We all we got. We all we need. Play hard. Play smart. Offense. Let's go be a that. Gang on 3, 1, 2, 3.
He's the one leading team talks on the field before the game begins. He's the one controlling the sideline and hyping up his teammates throughout the game. And he's the one that is helping the face of the franchise break out and prove that he can live up to the lofty expectations that have been placed upon him. The doubts surrounding Diggs' role in the locker room couldn't be further from the truth. Maybe, just maybe, all of the experience that he has gained from a top quality career is helping him fulfill a new role as a true leader in the locker room. This Patriots roster is one of the youngest in the entire NFL, and it looks to me as if Diggs has taken it upon himself to make sure everyone is primed and ready to perform on game day.
I feel like it was a hell of a comparison to be compared to Josh Allen, but as you come into your own, Drake May has to be Drake May, you know, and I was just so proud of him, you know, coming in here and leading the team. You know, being a young quarterback can be hard sometimes, and, you know, that's why you have a supporting cast. You know, running backs making plays, receivers making plays, and let them know that you got his back. So I was just super proud of him.
And that's the thing too, from an offensive perspective too, there is so much for New England Patriots fans to be excited about. Drake May looks like he's the next big thing at the league's most important position. Stephon Diggs is proving to be better than the front office could have ever imagined, and their rebuilt offensive line is performing well. On top of that too though, there is so much potential for an even higher ceiling when rookies like Travion Henderson and Kyle Williams take on more of a role down the road. But of course, what's happening on the defensive side of the ball too? Well, as we all know, there was a vast chunk of free agency cash was invested to that side of the ball, and Mike Vrabel, a defensive first guy, will be wanting to see the results. To that point, I would say that holding the reigning MVP and his league leading offense to just 20 points in their own building is pretty damn good. Robert Spillane was one of those free agent signings, and he got on the score sheet with a forced fumble deep in enemy territory, which ultimately led to a field goal. Christian Barrymore was credited with 7 pressures against Buffalo on Sunday as well, and cornerback Marcus Jones was a menace all game long, collecting a tackle for loss and a very impressive interception. It's clear that Mike Vrabel has already made his mark on this unit, particularly against the run, where the Patriots currently rank 4th in the NFL, giving up just 85.6 yards per game. Even in week 5, James Cook was held to just 3.3 yards per carry after entering the game as one of the hottest running backs in the entire NFL. Whatever way you really want to look at it though, there is so much to be excited about on both sides of the ball for New England. That Sunday Night Football victory over a team who were considered Super Bowl favorites has officially confirmed their status as a legitimate threat in this 2025 NFL season.
They now have to make the playoffs.
Oh.
That's how so prove, I guess maybe I'm not, grammatically answering the question, but they proved to me that anything short of finding a way into the playoffs in this year's AFC now would be a disappointment. Their next 3 games are Saints, Titans, Browns. Later in the year, they still have 3 left against the Jets and Dolphins. They are in my opinion, solid team.
Stack it all together too, a composed young quarterback, a true wide receiver one who's setting the tone, and a defense that squeezes the run and takes the ball away. This Sunday night win wasn't a fluke. It was a blueprint. The schedule's gettable, the standard's been set, and now it's about stacking Sundays. Are the Patriots ahead of the schedule, or are they just right on time? No matter what though, it's safe to say though that this new Patriots team is absolutely dangerous.